What's up? It's your boy Moolah Mo. I'm from Rochester, New York.
Hip hop, baby, yeah.
I own a radio station. Moolah Mo, 97.5 Hip Hop Daily.
You want to get on air? You want to talk about something? You got something on your mind? Let's talk about it.
I own a clothing line.
Right now, we're going to promote that.
Talk money, nothing else. I'm a rap artist. I own a car dealership. I'm just an all around entrepreneur.
Start finish.
I've pretty much made it. I've been in trouble in the past. I'm served time in prison, 5 years, 10 months, 23 days, one charge, criminal possession, of second degree. I made it through prison. I can make it through anything in life, and it really just made me go harder.
Right up your house, my brothers.
That's just who Moolah Mo is. I'm just Moolah around the board, That's just that.
Hey y'all, my name is Terrell Smiley, aka Relly B. Y'all may know me from Mr. Weather News. I'm 24 years old. I am from a small town called Sorrento on the outskirts of Baton Rouge. Okay. What else do you want to tell these people? I am known for jumping out of the back of a 2021 pilot. Oh. So strong.
Level. You don't shoot the person in the head and kill them point blank. That's not what you do in terms of stop someone in regards to someone's just someone's been in a dynamic situation himself has had to take the ultimate decision saying, you should live it. What's happening in Howard County? A Michelin star chef making pizza, a school bus crisis, a battle over book bans. There's always something going on here and not enough coverage of it. What we're trying to if you are a lover. Don't make me go to look. Please go to ivovote.com and make sure you are registered to vote and vote. Don't make me go to look. Please go to ivovote.com and make sure you are registered. By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, these brush strokes and bright stars through the perilous skies. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red the bumpers in air, carried through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
between two parties and two different candidates. It is a choice about whether we have a country rooted in freedom for every American or ruled by chaos and division. Many of you watching have probably already cast your ballots. But I know many others are still considering who to vote for, or whether you'll vote at all. So tonight, I will speak to everyone
An
about
election
the choice
that he knew he
in
lost.
this election.
Americans died as a result of that attack. 140 law enforcement officers were injured because of that attack. And while Donald Trump sat in the White House watching as the violence unfolded on television, he was told by his staff that the mob wanted to kill his own vice president. And Donald Trump responded with two words: so what?
140 law enforcement officers were injured.
America, that's who Donald Trump is. And that's who's asking you to give him another 4 years in the Oval Office. Not to focus on your problems, but to focus on his. And Donald Trump has told us his
treating immigration as an issue to scare up votes in an election, and instead treat it as the serious challenge that it is, that we must finally come together to solve. I will work with Democrats and Republicans to sign into law the border security bill that Donald Trump killed. When I was Attorney General of a border state, I saw the chaos and violence caused by transnational criminal organizations that I took on. And when I am president, we will quickly remove those who arrive here unlawfully, prosecute the cartels, and give Border Patrol the support they so desperately need. At the same time, we must acknowledge we are a nation of immigrants. And I will work with Congress to pass immigration reform, including an earned path to citizenship for hardworking immigrants like farm workers and our dreamers. As Commander-in-Chief, I will make sure America has the strongest, most lethal fighting force in the world. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has shown his contempt for our nation's heroes, calls them suckers and losers, called a 4-star Marine general a, quote, lowlife. I will always honor, never denigrate, the service and sacrifice of our troops and their families, and fulfill our sacred obligation to care for them. I will strengthen, not surrender, America's global leadership. And I will stand with our friends, because I know that our alliances keep American people safe and make America stronger and more secure. Look, world leaders think that Donald Trump is an easy mark, easy to manipulate with flattery or favor. And you can believe that autocrats like Putin and Kim Jong-un are rooting for him in this election. I will always uphold our security, advance our national interest, and ensure that the United States of America remains, as we must forever be, a champion of liberty around the world. America, we know what Donald Trump has in mind. More chaos, more division, and policies that help those at the very top and hurt everyone else. I offer a different path, and I ask for your vote. And here is my pledge to you. I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to make your life better. I am not looking to score political points. I am looking to make progress. I pledge to listen to experts, to those who will be impacted by the decisions I make, and to people who disagree with me. Unlike Donald Trump, I don't believe people who disagree with me are the enemy. He wants to put them in jail. I'll give them a seat at the table. I pledge to you to approach my work with the joy and optimism that comes from making a difference in people's lives. And I pledge to be a president for all Americans. And to always put country above party and self. I love our country with all my heart. And I believe in its promise because I've lived it. I grew up as a child of the civil rights movement. My parents would take me to marches in a stroller, where crowds of people of all races, faiths, and walks of life came together to fight for the ideals of freedom and opportunity. I've lived the promise of America. I saw how hard our mother worked to give her daughters the same chances this country gave her. Growing up, I was blessed to have family by blood and family by love, who instilled in me the values of community, compassion, and faith that have always defined our nation at its best. I've lived the promise of America. I've spent my life fighting for the people who have been hurt and counted out, but never stopped believing that in our country, anything is possible. I've lived the promise of America, and I see the promise of America in all of you. In all of you. I see it. I see it in the young people who are voting for the first time, who are determined to live free from gun violence and to protect our planet and to shape the world they inherit. I see it in the women who refuse to accept a future without reproductive freedom, and the men who support them. I see it in Republicans who have never voted for a Democrat before, but have put the Constitution of the United States over party. I've seen it in Americans different in many respects, but united in our pursuit of freedom, our belief in fairness and decency, and our faith in a better future. America, I know the vast majority of us have so much more in common than what separates us. I know it. And that's why I am in this race, to fight for the people, just like I always have. Nearly 250 years ago, America was born when we wrested freedom from a petty tyrant. Across the generations, Americans have preserved that freedom, expanded it, and in so doing, proved to the world that a government of, by, and for the people is strong and can endure. And those who came before us, the patriots at Normandy and Selma, Seneca Falls and Stonewall, on farmlands and factory floors, they did not struggle, sacrifice, and lay down their lives only to see us cede our fundamental freedoms. They didn't do that only to see us submit to the will of another petty tyrant. These United States of America, we are not a vessel for the schemes of wannabe dictators. The United States of America is the greatest idea humanity ever devised. A nation big enough to encompass all our dreams, strong enough to withstand any fracture or fissure between us, and fearless enough to imagine a future of possibilities. So America, let us reach for that future. Let us fight for this beautiful country we love. And in 7 days, we have the power Each of you has the power to turn the page and start writing the next chapter in the most extraordinary story ever told. I thank you all. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I'm here. I'm in the middle of getting my hair done.
Well. Welcome to Hoodview Politics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones. I'm joined by the Godfather. Now, you just watched Kamala Harris' speech. Before we get into it, I'm gonna see what my man here, Godfather, got to say what he felt. What you think about the speech?
I think she hit every corner of the mark with this one. She talked about she did the main thing was the compare and contrast of the herself and Donald Trump. What do you want? You want negativity coming back into the office, or you want to move forward with a whole life with new leadership? So that was a big thing. And continue to introduce herself for those who say they don't know her.
True. But overall, I wanted her to basically motherfucking put it like this. I wanted her to come in there and just, I don't know. First of all, the way that joint, the backdrop and all that shit was like that, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was like that. The way she was in the back of that shit, bro.
Right there, right now.
But on top of that, she wanted herself to look like a president, right? I think that right there, she cleared that easy.
Yeah.
Second, she had to make it clear to everybody that even though I'm vice president, it's still more to do, right? For example, in the speech, she said, when we came in office, I'm vice president. First, she said, I'm vice president. I'm glad to be Biden vice president. But when we came in, it was other things that was more pressing to do. First, get rid of the pandemic and get the economy back on going, right? And then she said, if you elect me, this is the key point that I want her to say. She asked for votes, right? She asked the people for their vote. She said, if you elect me, will you elect me? Or can I have your vote? So that right there is key too, because you have to ask for the vote, bro. Like Trump been running for 10 years. He never actually said, will you vote for me? Right? Can I have your vote? He never actually said nothing like that before. The fact that she asks a person, that's a key point that might be overlooked. But when you ask directly like that, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because the only thing Trump is doing is saying, if you don't vote for me, you get your head examined. If you don't vote for Trump, you get your head examined. That's what he's saying. He's not asking anybody for nothing. If you don't vote for me, you get your head examined.
Yeah. And another thing, she made pledges, right? Like, I pledge to you, if you elect me president, I pledge, right? That's good too, because now she's saying, okay, this is what I do if you elect me. I pledge to do this, right? Saying, if you elect me, this is what I'm gonna do. So that was a key point too, because she made it clear that I'm asking you, and if you give it to me, this is my pledge. You know what I'm saying? To if you give me the job, you know. So I don't know. Coming in, I thought she needed to do a few things. Was like just look like a president first. When people look at her and be like, all right, fuck, I can deal with her being president. That's no problem, right? So I just think looking at her with that backdrop, that shit was so like that, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that. And then the way that she just looked, she looked like the president now. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, I think that right there was the key point. I think they wanted to do was just look like a president first. That's what I feel like she needed to do. Second, I just felt like I really didn't want her to go too much into Trump like she did, but it's hard. I think at the beginning she just should have just dropped all the Trump shit down, and then on the second end, just all about her, right? She did it towards the end, but I just think you want, like, when you start thinking about Obama, Clinton, I mean that's fucked up to compare with those two. But when you think about that, it's a speech that's just uplifting. Like, you can't go back and look at Obama's speech and he talking about Romney, right? Or you can go back and look at Clinton's speech and he talking about fucking Bush, right? So that's the only thing. It's just like they had these uplifting speeches that didn't involve the person that they was running against. You know what I'm saying?
But the times were different though. You gotta look at the candidate we have. The candidate we have is basically not like the old Republican Party, where you can get on a stage and y'all can debate and choose who the candidate be. You got an extremist, KKK, racist person that's trying to take over the country and take us back to 1793. Remember that law he said 17, the aliens law of 1798? Like, why are you still taking it? Why are you still talking about stuff that's back then when we trying to move forward? And she has to make that compare and contrast now, because it's the race is tight. The race ain't tight when Obama was running. The race wasn't tight when Bill Clinton was running. It was a straight swallow. This We have a racist country. Like, you see, like all I see is the Nazi signs on the swastikas up and down my Twitter feed, telling some white power. Let's get America back white again. That's all I see on my Instagram, on my Twitter/X post on my feed. Like, you're bringing up the past. We're trying to move forward, and that's what they never understand.
But my thing, it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Because when they get people to stir up racism, right? When they just say wild shit, and then Trump will put out a statement. It won't be him. It'd be the people working with him. They'll put out a statement saying he don't agree with it or some shit. He never ever said, right? And at some point, what it's just hard to explain, bro. It's like, at some point, what is too low for him? What is, like,
There's nothing too low.
I don't know
I was
about this,
watching, I was
bro.
watching Abby. I was watching Abby Phillips last night, and I don't know if you
That,
seen it. Yeah, I watched it. I was actually watching it when it happened. When the dude said, "I hope your people don't go off." Like right then, I just stopped. Like, why did he really just say that? Like that's the world we in right now. It's the racist remarks. It's everything. Like we have to defend against that. I'm glad Abby Phillips went back in for one. They barred him from put him off stage. Barred him coming back to CNN, and he would never be back on CNN again. Like she said, there is a line you don't cross, and he crossed it on that line. But people feel free, especially because of the rally. They feel free even more now to speak up on it. You know,
that
it's division.
that's that. Okay. All right. People might not know what you're talking about though, but I'm gonna play that joint in a minute. But I understand what you're saying, right? But at some point, right, people watching and listening is the point I'm trying to make, right? It is plain and clear that this person is racist that's running for president, and everybody around him is too. So he gonna put people in the cabinet positions that's racist,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Here we got the people lined up. Here we got the people lined up. Everybody already lined up already for his cabinet. They already know. They already waiting for day one to start. They
it's
already know that everything's in place.
bro, it's hard for me to get the understanding of anybody on earth. I get pigs, I get skinheads, I get motherfucking, I get most of the motherfuckers that like this shit. I get that. But you talking about the country itself don't care? Where it's gonna be 50-50? Like, what is that?
That you know, again, you got the world is not. We thought we come a long way from racism when we haven't. It's like we thought we was really over, but we really it's not because people are still being taught it. If they
It's a
feel
lot. It's a lot though. Like, it's not just that. She a woman too. So that's a problem. So not just that, it's she black. That's a problem. So it's so much going in this joint. It's like that's why I said when they switch Biden, right? Of course I want her to be president. But it start making you think, okay, hold on. At least he is a white motherfucker in the end. You know what I'm saying? They'll vote for that. Once you
yeah,
make it shaky with a woman and then she black, that's you done make the whole thing shaky. You know what I'm saying? But they felt like it was a better chance with her than him.
and I kind of feel that way too a little bit. It's still a better chance with her than him because he had no backing from the independents in the swing states. He has no backing. He had no backing. Like, yeah, he probably would have got the Democrats. Besides Pennsylvania, he probably would have won, but he would have lost Wisconsin. He would have lost Ohio. He would have lost everything else.
No, no. It's just that, like, in the end, if whoever voted for him from the first beginning that made him win, they'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? In the end. But that's how I felt. Like, you did make it shaky once you made that switch to her. It's just like now it's shaky. Now we talking about women. Now we talking about black. That alone make a nigga don't vote. Just those two things, no matter what come out the person's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that made it tough. You know, I can understand the reaching out to Republican part now. Like, I never liked that, but now I see in order to win, I see the strategy behind reaching out to Republicans and shit because it's gonna be so many of them that will just say fuck it, man. I'm a Republican in the end, and just I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying? And she needed to have those people think twice. You know what I'm saying? Or either sit on the couch and say fuck it. If Trump win, good. He ain't gonna. He just ain't gonna have my help. You feel me? But I'm not voting for her. You feel me? Long as she can get them to do either that or vote for her. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the goal of that. Now I think that will pay off in the end because you're gonna get most of them to do that. So I think that was a smart strategy. At first, I ain't like it.
But I know, but I told you the strategy from the time the fighting hit the stage and did the debate. I knew from that point on it was a wrap for him. And how they was going to promote Kamala Harris was the biggest test of it all. You know, were people even back or were people even support her? But Barack Obama put all that to the when he said, put her up there. I got her. And guess what? She rolling.
Yeah. Another thing that people gotta realize too is she only just got in the joint, so she ain't never had never had the time that every other candidate had to build a campaign and build their narrative and tell their story. You know what I'm saying? She never had that chance in time. She did all this in a short amount of time. The fact that it's even close make that, man, that's just crazy. The fact she's a black woman, she got the motherfucking baton 3 months ago, and she actually is within striking different distance of actually being the first woman to be a president, bro. So in the end, you got to give her credit as a black woman to manage this.
48%. He's never moved 48%. Biden was running. He was still at 48%. So it's like his people is not even there to support him. I mean, he's not gaining nothing besides his already 48% base that he already has.
True. That's crazy. Now, like you were saying before, man, we got a lot to get into because he had a motherfucking rally the other day, and it goes to what you're saying. It's like they just so loose with it now. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the motherfucking rising stars on this joint where we got Abby Phillips and a girl on Meet the Press, you know what I'm saying, and then a press secretary. Those are black rising stars, you know what I'm saying, that we told our stars. But that somebody that we talked about a year ago, these three people. And to me, on CNN, Abby Phillips is the best anchor on the whole damn station. You know what I'm saying? And then Meet the Press, you're looking at one of the best anchors. She working on being one of the best ones that ever did it on Meet the Press. Then we got the secretary, press secretary for the White House. So I love the black ladies. You know what I'm saying? Now, Abby Phillips show, she have a lot of combat going on in her joint. You know what I'm saying? Like she had different opinions. She had a Republican, she had MAGA, she had motherfucking liberals. You know what I'm saying? She had a whole bunch of people that disagree with each other, and they get on the panel and talk. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they get into extras. You know what I'm saying? So this day right here, like Godfather was saying, it went off the rails, right? And they was talking about the Gaza situation, which I want to get into in a minute.
No. They was talking about the rally. They was talking about the rally.
I know.
The day before. So what happened was the dude that's on the right hand side. I just played the video. Just play the video. Didn't see?
Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No, I
Did
said,
you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. I said, no, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did you just say I should be killed?
On live
TV.
I said I hope
Guys,
you.
let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
Because you said I'm a big supporter
right now.
Of the Palestinians.
Hamas.
Guys, let
I
me
said
stop.
Palestinians.
Are you?
Now, and people don't understand what was going on there. They was in a debate. And like I said, main man said he backed Palestinians. And main man said I hope your beeper don't go off. Now, he backtracked later on and said, that's not what he thought. He thought he said Hamas, which is, what the fuck is the difference? You lose me with that. It's like, you just said the man was a suicide bomber, bro. You said, I hope your beeper don't go off. Like, and then make it so bad. It's not that everybody that's a Palestinian or whatever is fucking gonna blow themselves up, bro. This just made yourself look so stupid. No matter who you thought he, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? I hope your people don't go off on national TV though, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was like, no, for one, you went from you talking about the rhetoric at the rally. You know, that's where it all started from, the rhetoric at the rally. So the surrogate, the one who said your beeper don't go off, he's a Trump surrogate. So he was trying to defend what was going on at the rally when the black lady was telling him it's racist. So the other guy was telling him that, hey, I don't understand why the question is, do you condemn what happened last night or you don't? And he says, oh, so are you back in Pakistan? He said, we're not talking about that. He said, yes, I'm voting for the right democratic place for our state. He said, I hope your people don't go off. And then that's when everything just went ballistic. Like, why would you even come out and say that anyway? That's straight, hatred. And that's what Kamala Harris is trying to get us away from, the hatred from each other. And that's a line you cross on live TV. At that, then you try to do it on a black girl show because you thought it was going to be good. I can apologize, it's going to be good. No. She put your ass up off that show. And you can never come back and see CNN again.
That's funny, yeah. Put him off and told me he can't come back, though, bro. That's crazy.
And I never liked him. I never, every time he come on, I was like, oh, man, I can't stand watching his ass on TV. Every time he come on CNN, because all he does is back Trump, and he has no proof of nothing at all.
No, they just be turning in knots trying to defend the bullshit sometimes. They be looking so crazy.
Exactly, because you cannot condemn a floating island of garbage. Like, come on, like, that's just straight. Then you say, oh my God, look at that black man right there. Was that a lampshade on your head? Like, oh no, we's okay. We had a Halloween party that night. We cut watermelon. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But look, no, you're right. That was a little short, John. Let's see it in her full content.
I get it. Nobody wants to be called Nazis. It's very inflammatory. But if you don't want to be called Nazis, stop doing.
You're called an anti-Semite. You've called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die.
You should not.
No,
did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed?
I
said I hope you.
Let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
She said I'm a supporter
of the Palestinians.
Hamas.
Guys, let me
stop. Palestinians.
Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
I apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan? That is completely.
No, I apologize.
Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up.
I apologize
on TV.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally.
I thought you said Hamas.
You didn't think I said Hamas.
No,
I said I supported Palestinian rights.
Yes, I did.
Why? Because when you hear
what's funny is Rudy Giuliani said this yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here.
We're back here, and before we get started, I want to just address what happened in the last segment. First, I want to apologize to Mehdi Hassan for what was said at this table. It was completely unacceptable. When we get this discussion started, you'll see that Ryan is not at the table. There is a line that was crossed there, and it's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to us at this network. We want discussion. We want people who disagree with each other to talk to each other. But when you cross the line of a complete lack of civility, that is not going to happen here on this show. It's a heated time. We're in the middle of a political season. We are 8 days from a presidential election. But we can have conversations about what is happening in this country without resorting to the lowest of the lowest kind of discourse. Want to address that, and I want to apologize to the viewers at home.
Bro.
Again, hatred at its finest.
That
Like
was in
hatred,
full context right there.
huh?
That was in the full context right there.
Exactly. The hatred. And that's what Kamala Harris trying to get us away from. And mind you, Rudy Giuliani had just said the same thing the night before in the rally talk. So, oh, the Palestinians are training children at 2 years old. Like, so he brought that message and brought it onto Abby Phillips' show. Basically. But you disrespected one, that man, that lady, that CNN, and the CNN station. Especially being on a black woman's show.
Bro. That joint went left.
I watched CNN. I was literally watching it when it all unfolded. I was sitting there right in front of my TV watching it.
I love me some Abby, boy. But right about this with
on live TV.
I said I hope
Guys,
you
let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go.
Because you said I'm a big
Stop
supporter
right now.
Of the Palestinians.
Hamas.
like
Nowhere Hamas came out his mouth.
I don't
Nowhere.
know why he said that.
No, Hamas name wasn't even brought up the whole time until he said, "Oh, I thought you said Hamas." No, you didn't.
How would that
You
make it?
straight-
I'm confused on how that makes it better though. Help me understand if he say a boss better.
Exactly. It still don't make it better.
No, I'm
It still
trying to
don't make-
ask you. I don't know. Does that?
It doesn't make it better just because even if he did say Hamas, it still don't make it better for you to say, "I hope your people don't go off."
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out if he switches and said, "Oh, I thought you said Hamas," so that make it better. I'm trying to figure out would that make it.
That's why he said, "Oh, I thought you said Hamas," so he thought he'd make it better. That's why he said, "Oh, I apologize, Ben. I thought you said Hamas." See, that's why he tried to go back and apologize again. If I said, no, you can keep your apology, bro. You crossed the line.
But bruh, like I ain't know it was gonna go that far where you won't see him no more.
I did. Because Abby. One thing about Abby, she don't play. When she went into that commercial, when she stopped everything and told everybody, "We're going to commercial." When she came back for commercial, that man was. I said he's not gonna be back on the show ever again. He's not. And that's like he's not allowed back in CNN building for nothing.
Hey, bruh, who is he?
He's a Trump surrogate. He's a Catholic surrogate for Trump.
Oh, okay. But watch how she was like, bruh. She was trying to get in, but everybody started screaming, right? But she was just like, hold on, wait. Just everybody, wait.
Go ahead.
It was funny as shit.
Guys, let me
said
stop.
Palestinian.
Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
Ryan,
supporting
we're
Hamas.
not.
Then I
Are
apologize.
you a
Ryan.
Then I
racist, violent
apologize.
person
Then I
inciting
apologize.
violence against
Ryan,
me?
That's disgusting.
that is completely.
Then I apologize.
Good
That
job,
is
CNN. Let's
completely
have first
out
block
of
say the
pocket.
Muslim guy
You
should
know
be
that.
blown
Then I
up.
apologize.
On
Then I
TV.
apologize.
Don't
Then I
say
apologize.
then I
Wow.
apologize. You literally.
All right here. When she was like, don't say then I apologize, right? I already knew right then this went too far for her.
Soon as he uttered out his mouth, she tried to take control of the stage. She tried to take control of the show back over. But again, the black girl, she kind of like, she kind of like really got everybody together so they can listen to her talk to me. She said, "This is ridiculous." Like she been off on him. Like, yeah.
When he was like, when she was just like, wait. When he was like, I apologize. No, forget that. I don't need that apology right there. This shit just went too damn far.
I thought you said Hamas.
You didn't think I said
No.
Hamas.
Yes,
I said I
did.
supported
Yes, I did.
Palestinian
Yes, I
rights.
did.
Why? Because when you hear
What's funny
Palestinian,
is
you hear
Rudy
Hamas.
Giuliani said this
No,
yesterday,
because-
so you're a great guest to be here.
We're back here, and before we get started, I want to just address what happened in the last segment. And first, I want to apologize to Mehdi Hassan for what was said at this table. It was completely unacceptable. When we get this discussion started, you'll see that Ryan is not at the table. There is a line that was crossed there, and it's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to us at this network. We want discussion. We want people who disagree with each other to talk to each other. But when you cross the line of a complete lack of civility, that is not going to happen here on this show.
Now, besides the fact that I love her so much, bruh, I'm trying to think, did she take it too far? That's
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Because if she would allow you to say, she would be supporting the hatred. And CNN would be supporting the hatred. Because that's just straight hatred. We got a live war going on. That can be a new world order war. So for you to come on and say something like that was not good.
You know what, soul brother? Can you hear?
You got an echo.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Did you hear what was going on?
Did you hear what? Yeah. I hope your beeper don't.
That was. Oh, you heard it. That shit was crazy. Turn your volume down.
Also, she went backstage and did another apology to the guy and told him to please come back on to CNN. We have a lot to discuss. And she went back and did another on her social media and did another apology on the situation.
Oh, y'all. This time of the election, now all the rest, all on the table. Shit. This week ain't gonna be no trip.
Bro, my man said, man, I hope your beeper don't go off.
I hope your beeper.
Like, bruh, you sitting there saying this is a suicide bomber sitting at the table though. Like,
sitting at the table. Like, hey,
it's an echo. It's an echo. Something.
That's Tony. Tony got to turn the volume down on his phone. But, bruh.
Yeah, it was seriously heated yesterday, y'all. For a second, I thought they was going to black out the station real quick just to get them under control. But Miss Abby did finally say, "Hold on, y'all. We'll be right back." No,
I think she went too far. To be honest with you, bro.
Too far to do what?
Take him all the way off the show?
Yeah.
I mean, he already there now.
Huh?
He already there now.
But he's no longer allowed in the CNN building anymore after that. You just mentioned the man.
No. I'm talking about after commercial though. She got rid of him. That right there.
She had to. You disrespected her on her show. You crossed the line that she don't approve of on her show. Just like if somebody say something to you on your show that you don't really approve of, that you know is going to cause backlash and controversy on your show, you're going to knock that person off your show. She's a primetime headliner. And for somebody to come out and say something like that on her show, they need to be gone. They need to be gone.
Bruh.
And I think it was not just her. CNN had something to do with that too. Because mine, she had the mic in her ear, so they telling her to cut to commercial to get him off the show. That's why she told him don't say nothing else. She said don't, because they told her in the microphone, say him don't say nothing else. They just telling him in the microphone don't say nothing. That's why he shut up, because he knew he was about to be ghost off the show today.
But at one point, she stopped the show. She had dressed him. She did all that good stuff. Apologized to everybody and everything. But to then take him off is like, God damn, just say he can't come back no more. He had a chance. He already apologized. So he had a chance to at least sit there and get his.
It's no apology you can accept from that. How can you accept an apology from that? You cannot accept. You just blatantly for one, threaten this man on live TV talking he should be dead.
That was crazy. That's like saying
That's
somebody saying,
that's hatred. Yeah, that's hatred at its best. And she don't allow that. Look what she did to our own rapper, Carmen. Like she don't play that on her show. She do not. She cut him off. She cut him short. Like she don't play that embarrassing, unnecessary stuff on her show. And then for him to be dead, CNN ain't having that shit either. They not.
what you think, Tom?
And Slim back on CNN. Played the Fox News now. All over the place. He crossed the line. He knew the. Come on. I hope you like Slim was a. I am gonna blow up the CNN. Fuck. They don't even care. What is he? Died for nothing. This action by this time now, a week from hopefully she president-elect. Yeah, fucking gonna let that rally they had in. They said all types. Dude called Porter.
I don't know if it's me, but it's going in and out.
No, it's his phone. It's going in and out. I can't. If I say it's coming in like broken.
Oh, but yeah, that I don't know, man. I just think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, but it just seemed like that was overkill. There, if you're gonna take them off, then you just took them off instead of having that long soliloquy before you did it. Like
no,
go back without them.
Because she got to, for one, she had to apologize to that. So she had to apologize because that's her show. So what goes on her show happens on that show. She's responsible for. So first, she had to make acknowledgement that, hey, I need to apologize on live feed to this man because he was basically told to die on live TV by somebody that she invited to the show. Those people, everybody are invited to the show. You're invited to the show. You can be invited and you can be kicked off. So that guy was invited for his political views. And for him to say, oh, you should be dead, like, come on now, you crossed the line. I don't care. That's a line you do not cross. You could have said it, and then you try to make up Hamas. Like, Hamas was not even brought up in the whole situation. So you drag that in there. Again, that means you still hatred.
I can't get over how swift she was with that joint. She didn't give a fuck.
It wasn't just her. It was CNN too. The CNN had it was her and CNN. She didn't do it all by herself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking she would want to just say, okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna do this. I think
no. When she paused, she knew she was getting. That's why she told him to shut up. No, I don't accept you. She told him I don't want to hear no more apologies because she knew he was gone. I don't hear you apologize for what? What you apologizing for? You shouldn't even said it. Even the black girl next to him. As soon as he said it, the black girl next to him, it's like, what the fuck did you just? That's what she wanted to say. What the fuck you just say?
Hey, but no, everybody was like, hold on, say it again. Did you say what you thought you said?
Exactly, because everybody didn't want to understand he really said that on live TV.
Yeah, that is crazy. Everybody stopped and said, wait, say it again. Say it again. They just want to be sure, like, wait, what? That shit was funny, bro. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. And the toss that they off, just like, you gone. That shit was like, I know he somewhere. Yeah. That's why he said I'm sorry, because he knew he was done.
It was done. And she could tell by her face. Even the other white guy in the corner over here that's a Trump surrogate was like, let Abby take control of the show. He said it, let Abby take control of the show. Because he knew that he was getting ready to get ghost. Because all I'm hearing in the microphone, all of them hearing in the microphone, they're trying to get everybody to stop talking in the microphone. They're trying to calm everybody down in the microphone. She's trying to get control of the show, but by the black girl talking so loud, they can't really hear what's going on in the microphone. So But the other white guy shut up. He said, "Let Abby take control. Let Abby take control," because he knew.
I know what you're talking about because they was on his ass next.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, because he knew he was next in line. So he's trying to say, "Let Abby take control. Get him off the fucking stage, like ASAP."
This Abby show, no. Let her take that over because it look like you coming at me now. Hey,
like, nah, it's real.
Hey,
number soul brother. Did you catch the speech?
yeah,
The speech.
I did.
Kamala speech.
Pretty joint, but it's already over. So I can look at it so in depth, on it, say the least.
All right, here's some highlights right here of your boy.
This is Donald Trump's house, brother.
Donald Trump's New York City rally was a mix of big crowds, big names, and big moments. Here are the wildest highlights from his home city campaign. First up, Hulk Hogan. The retired wrestling legend delivered a passionate speech in support of Trump.
Welcome to the house that Hulkamania built.
Everything seemed to be going well until the end, when in a show of masculinity, he tried to rip his singlet off and realized 100% cotton was stronger than he thought. Elon Musk showed up to huge applause, and let's just say he matched the crowd's enthusiasm. He then made a weird comment suggesting he's more teen angst than he lets on.
As you can see, I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA.
But not everyone got the same welcome. Judging by the response to his punchline, comedian...
Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. I'm about to find the joint, but what y'all think about that whole that Mad Hat, whatever the fuck that was they did up there? What y'all think about that whole
The Nazi rally.
that joint?
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't see it, but as it was going on, I was watching CNN. They were showing her clips going into the Puerto Rican restaurant, talk to people, and they had a split screen with Trump, with the comedian on stage. And as soon as the comedian said, "Hey, it's a floating island somewhere in the middle of the ocean, and it's called Puerto Rico," like I stopped for a second. I was like, he said what? Then that thing I know, it's like they cut her feed out and made his full screen. The next thing I know, I get an Instagram alert, a Twitter alert from Bad Bunny. I get alerts from when certain stars post, and automatically within 30 minutes to an hour, it was Bad Bunny posting Kamala Harris on that joint. Just that fast. Just that fast.
Then the Bad Bunny thing. Did we say anything before this happened? Who he voted for?
Nope. We didn't say nothing. Only person that said something was Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez. That's only two said something. Bad Bunny didn't say nothing. He wasn't, he was trying to see most of these people trying to stay out of politics. They he was voting, but nobody said who they was voting for. Everybody in Puerto Rico should already know Trump ain't good for them. They don't forget what he did when Hurricane Maria came and fucked that, and they still trying to rebound from that from 7 years later. All he did was offer them some paper towels, toss paper towels at them. That's all he did. That's all he did. But he's trying to sell Puerto Rico off to get Iceland or Greeceland or some crap. Like, they part of America. They are Americans.
No, but all his shit lately is they Americans, but motherfuckers.
Now, mass deportation. The part we're cutting the mass deportation. They don't care if you legal and your parents not legal, you and your parents are gone. They ain't separating kids no more. You and your parents go. You got a choice. You gonna stay in America or you gonna leave with your parents. That's the choice you got.
That's right. Hold on. Let's let them hear what you're talking about. Tony, you got something to say?
The say is, you think this rude on in your seats? These motherfuckers might say before this week is up. The N word getting dropped later. Shit. These motherfuckers just don't care. They got Puerto Ricans riled up the world.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans riled up, Haitians riled up.
But let's tap into to the dude you were talking about, right? Because he disrespected a lot of people, including us.
With open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country.
All right, hold on, this one thing. Right there. See?
Now, I'm assaulted and I'm offended. My wife is Salvadorian. My ex-wife is Salvadorian. My kids are Salvadorian and black. And for him to say something like that, was just fucking racist.
Now, it's two things about that. It's normal because he already called America a trash can. So having somebody on stage calling Puerto Rico trash, it goes together, right? And then when they always try to separate Trump from these things, if you put all these people together, right, and then listen to him, all that's in what he's saying anyway. It ain't like they saying something different to him.
They saying something. No, you're right. There's everything they repeat. Basically, they repeating everything. Whatever. Oh yeah, my bad. So basically, what they saying is a repeat replica of what he say every single day, or behind closed doors, or in their meeting groups. So all they saying is exactly what he's been saying. Everybody that they put on stage was vetted. They knew the script. It was uploaded in a teleprompter. Only thing they saw was that they called Kamala Harris the C word, and they took that out.
But all right, if people don't understand what he said, right? He said those Latinos, they love having babies. That just right there. He started off with that shit. Like it was so natural for him, right? Then to go in and say, guess what? This is something floating around in the ocean. And then say it's Puerto Rico is like, what was that even for? Like, why are you saying that? For what though? Then he gonna look at the crowd, see a black dude, say, hey, oh no, that's my man, him chilled. We had a party and he sliced watermelon. What?
No. This was his exact words. Like, hey, look at that. This is his exact words. Hey, look at that black guy right there. What the hell is that? A lampshade on your head? Oh, it's all right. Me and him, buddy. We had a Halloween party last night and we cut watermelons. Those were his exact fucking words.
I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? What? It's like, bruh, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's like, bruh.
No sense.
It's hard to understand.
Yeah.
It's like,
all right. The whole at Madison Square, and that shit was downhill.
But I'm saying, bro, even though you're a comedian, right? But did you even think that you're not like you don't have no punchlines, there's no setup. It's just you saying shit.
Okay. For one, he's not really a comedian. He's one of those people that go around and do what they do at the president, where they sit down and they be marking each other and talking about each other. He's not a real comedian. He's the one that be bashing each other when comedians be bashing each other. He's one of those comedians. But if you go back and look at all of his stuff, he talked nothing but racist stuff about black people. Every time he on stage, he talking racist stuff about black people.
Bro, it's hard for me to even understand how a black person or any type of person can sit there and just be disrespected all types of ways and still sit there and say, "Go Trump." Like, why are you sitting here? Puerto Rican? Why are you sitting there, man? Like, what are you doing? You could tell I'll get your ass. Were you sitting here any fucking way?
Just like the guy on CNN, just like the guy from Fox News. There's another black guy on Fox News. He got blonde hair, and he gonna go and talk about Beyonce. Talk about Beyonce need to don't need to be on stage. She need to be worrying about her album being on the chart, which is already off the chart. Like what? You're a black man and supposed to another black woman in front of a whole bunch of white men.
Not even that. That same black man sat there.
No, that's a different one. It's a different one. That's a different one. This is a different one.
Black man on Fox.
You know, it's two.
He being in the morning.
No, he's from another city. He's not from DC. He's from another city. I think Pennsylvania or somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. He got blonde hair on the top. Yeah. The other black man I know you're talking about, that's the one who sat on Fox and Friends while Trump talking about like he was going to defund the Board of Education if they talked about slavery. Then he sat beside Trump in the barbershop when he was lying about us. That's a different black guy. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sat there while this motherfucker said, if any school try to teach slavery, we're going to defund them. He sat there. He sat there as a black human being. Fuck a Fox employer. You a black human being and let that just go.
Please. What to say about this shit? It's just keep doing what she's doing. Get rid of this motherfucker, but you even heard of it. Like this comedian, you might know who the fuck he is. Knew that shit wasn't funny. Straight out with, okay. That was a bunch of bull.
It's funny. It's funny because none of it actually a joke. All right, listen.
That was
Travis
the
Kelce
straight,
might be the next O.J. Simpson.
Oh, go back.
Feels good in here. The other side's got a lot of crazy and should be all year round. Yeah. So many great athletes. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson. Feels good in here.
I didn't even get that one.
No, what he's saying is he's talking about black people. Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift. He's trying to say he's going to kill Taylor Swift and become the next O.J. Simpson, calling him a murderer. Basically, another racist comment.
God damn. Man, swinging the fence.
The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party. Oh.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait. I ain't hearing that. Wait.
Yeah, that was my next one. I was coming.
Wait.
Yeah, I was coming to that next. That's why I said play the Travis Kelce because this was coming right next. Like, yeah.
Hold on, man. First of all, you're gonna name all these stars and they gonna boo them? What type of people are in there? Why would they boo those people? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, you got the MAGA up in that joint. And that shit is MAGA. And they sold that bitch out. The MAGA of the MAGA. Don't know who them people heard of them, but they don't know who they is as people. So
Right.
You just said some like the only ones who know dumbass comedian is.
Can you believe that? For the most anti-war president of my entire lifetime, and she calls him Hitler. Let me remind you, Hillary, it was your husband who shot innocent people, or as he called them, interns. Yeah, Hillary, I bet you did not see that one coming. By the way, if I commit suicide in 3 weeks, I didn't. I mean, it's just obvious to me who the right candidate is. There's a guy out here dodging bullets. It is unbelievable, right?
Bro.
He took it right in the ear. Unbelievable. I thought about this. I don't know if you have. Coolest place to get shot. Like if you're gonna get shot anywhere on your body, that's where you want it. Right there. Technically, he got shot in the head, depending on if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Right? If you're a Democrat, his ear was grazed. If you're a Republican, he survived the headshot.
Then that was true. Then that right there was true. Like, that's Republican. They act like that motherfucker he survived the motherfucker 38 rounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that reminds me though, right? He got shot, but now you see they ride around with the bulletproof vests, the glass things, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you had the first black woman. Even that happened in the race that she's in, and she not even none of that even phases her. No glass around her. She just normal, floating around every fucking where, and not even thinking about none of that garbage.
Because they ain't got no.
Oh, bro, you gotta say if I'm running in a race with him, and he just got shot and got shot in the ear, I'm automatically saying, all right, bro, up my shit. Well, make sure that shit ain't happening to me. You know what I'm saying? She going normal. just know everything is fucking normal for her. You gotta give her credit for having balls, first of all, because that happened to him. You're the first woman and you black. You should have been shitting on yourself since the beginning. Like, and she just that ain't even phase her. Don't put no glass around me. Like I'm around 30,000. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It's like what the
It's a difference though. It's a kind of a difference. Why she wasn't worried for one? It's Republicans trying to kill Trump. It's a Republican trying to kill Trump. More than Democrat trying to kill. It's Republican. And then two, Iran is trying to kill him. So he needed up his stakes. Iran trying to kill him since 2022, 2020. Man, since he killed that dude over there guy when he was in office. So he been had a target on his head. It's just a matter of time who's going to get him first. The Republicans or him.
It's just plain old disrespectful, right? So we gotta explain when a motherfucker's having a speech and put people on stage, people are looking over that shit. It ain't no shit that just willy-nilly flies up there and you gotta be, oh, I ain't know you saying that. No. You don't get to say words they don't get to see that you about to say. That's the bullshit right there. You put a lot of races up there and expect everybody to be talking some church shit. That was bullshit to me.
I mean, that's your closing remarks. Your closing remarks to the American people is racist and division, hatred, and everything else.
But he don't even see it as closing remarks. He know he's gonna keep talking to the last fucking day, so he don't even think of it as closing remarks. He's talking at all. Yeah, he's gonna keep on running his fucking mouth ASAP. Now, before we get out of here, though, bro, while all that's going on, Kamala has been again going on interview after interview after interview.
I'm telling you, DraftKings is the best.
And the latest one she was on was motherfucking she went to barbershop, got interviewed, but I'm mad because I told you I got barbershop. You want to come talk politics, Kamala? I've been with you the whole time. I even sent some money to your campaign now. Those bitch ass niggas that you go in there joints, did they send money to your shit at least, motherfucker? Now, you can at least come up barbershop rap to me. We can rap and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But she went to the barbershop in Philly, right? Had a conversation with him. And she went on Shay Shay podcast yesterday. And I don't know if anybody y'all seen that joint. Huh?
She's on the Breakfast Club again this morning.
So her and Shay Shay was in the joint. And all right, it's a few things in this joint. I don't know if Tony, if you even seen this joint yet, right? You seen Shay Shay joint?
You seen it joint?
But I'm only 35.
Come on.
And we hope you have an even greater accomplishment. So here's to continued success in everything you've done and everything that you will do.
Oh, bless you. And thank you. And to you, Shannon,
Thank
you for all the success and the voice you give to so many issues. Thank you for that.
Thank you very
And
much.
cheers to you.
Cheers.
And
What was
I'm
that?
not going to actually drink this because I might fall asleep. And I need to do this
I don't want you to
with
fall
Barack
asleep.
Obama this afternoon.
We don't want you to fall
So
asleep.
here we are. Cheers to everybody.
So before we get into the things that you want to do once you become president of the United States, I want to go back. When you found out when President Biden called you and said that he was no longer going to seek re-election, and you got that call, do you remember where you were and what you thought when you heard him say these words to you?
I do.
Hold on. Couple things, right? One thing about Shannon Sharp is I noticed when I watch a lot of his interviews is he make it where it's a comfortable atmosphere, right? Where it doesn't seem like you get interviewed, but you're getting interviewed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's hard to explain how he does this, right? Like you sitting there chilling, now you getting a drink, right? First of all, you just really starting to get really relaxed. And the questions and the way he asking them is not coming off as, you know what I'm saying, like a got you shit. It's just normal talking and shit. It's just the way he do his interviews. I don't know about y'all, how y'all feel about that. I don't know. But y'all think he a good interview?
Yeah, like it's like he invites you into his home, sit down, have a drink. Let's just have a conversation. Let's just talk about whatever's on your mind. Like, you know, over a drink, you know, yeah, it's being recorded, but we're not even paying attention to that. We're just gonna talk about what we talk about, you know, have fun.
Yeah, it just seems like it just relax yourself type shit, you know?
Or that day.
Your life instantaneously changed in that moment.
Yes, it
because now all of a sudden you weren't going to be running, you weren't going to be the VP anymore. You're going to be front and center. And you knew what the undertaking, having been 4 years as the vice president, what that moment would mean.
I had a sense of it, you know, like so many of us, you know, when you this is your life, right? So there are those moments where your instinct kicks in sometimes before your conscious mind and thoughts do.
Right.
And my instinct kicked in immediately that I need to focus and I need to do certain things immediately, which included making, I think we estimated I made over 100 calls that day. My team, and I have an incredible team, all came in, and nobody expected, right? It was a Sunday afternoon.
Correct.
In fact, we actually joked who had taken a shower that day. Because, you know, people came in their workout clothes, you know, different people, and, you know, a bandana around their head, just, you know, and came in, and we then...
Now, they discussing the day she, Biden called her, and she found out that he was dropping out. Now, when she described that day, it's like, what? Like, one day you chilling, and then one day you asked to be run for president, and we know that the stakes is extremely on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that puts you in a situation where can you say no? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Tony. Do you think that was a decision that you could?
Think that was but she was in I mean, anyway, she aspirations to get the or beat her up, you know, it's just one of them things.
It just,
and as we see, the choice for everybody was easy. It was her.
I know, but it just seems like that was a day where you got to really think about shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a different change in your life after that if you say yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Some of my day I really own, and then it is these days it's not unusual for me to be in 3 or even 4 cities in one day. Rallies with thousands of people, 10,000 people showing up, making calls to folks. Just now I landed in Atlanta.
There's about to be a situation. I mean, a question you want to ask her about black people, black voters, and all that good stuff. And it's some he did when he introduced her, right? He said, first black woman to do this, first black woman to do this. But he said the first Indian woman to do something, right? So that right there is what I'm thinking is what the Republicans was talking about when a paper said she was the first Indian American, I think, district attorney, I think, something like that, right? And they don't understand that it was already a black woman there before, so she couldn't be the first black. She a black and Indian American, so she was the first Indian American. It's just so that's why they wrote on it the first Indian American, because it was already the first black woman there before. So it didn't make her the first. It only made her the first Indian of descent, Indian woman of descent. That's it. And they act so retarded, like they can't grasp that type shit, bro.
It's just they don't want to grasp. They want to use that to say that she's not what she said.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like Byron Downs the other day, he said, "Oh yeah, the paper said it. It wasn't me. The paper said it." He retarded, bro.
Yes. What do you listen to now?
Oh, you know, I wish I were listening to more music, to be honest with you, because I love it. Just, but
you don't have downtime. Like when you have downtime,
I don't have any downtime really. I know my little violin I'm playing right now with you. I really don't. But when I love jazz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's from Thelonious Monk to Miles Davis. I love Aretha. I was just with Stevie.
Right.
Stevie's, can I tell you?
Yes, you can.
Bucket list. Stevie Wonder on my birthday sang me happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to me.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
No.
I was literally, it was surreal. Can you, a bucket list moment when Stevie Wonder himself sings you happy birthday?
As an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
That would be tight though.
Been like this.
Never.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
She had every Stevie and every Aretha Franklin record, every album. Like literally every one of them. So for, I mean, you know, Songs in the Key of Life, like all those Stevie songs that were about everything from the movement to optimism. I would have never at 18 thought that he'd be singing me happy birthday. Ever. Never.
That's the least. I mean, but obviously everybody knows who Stevie is. He was a child prodigy, 13 years old, and he was doing great things. But to see, Madam VP, what you've been able to do, you've had so many firsts. The first woman attorney general, African American, Asian American descent. You was the DA of San Francisco. You were the first Indian American U.S. senator.
And second black woman ever in the history of the United States Senate elected. Second.
Oh, wait. See what he did right there? That's why I was just telling y'all that She was the first Indian American district attorney because it was already a black one before that. So she couldn't be the first black woman. And now when he said that, she immediately said, "Oh, I was also the first black ASAP."
As an 18-year-old,
Yeah.
could you imagine
Never.
your life would have been like this
Never.
this many years
Never.
later?
And let me tell you, my mother she had every Stevie and every Aretha Franklin record.
And then I do like the way he just seems like that uncle you chill and he just make you laugh, and he just really ain't concerned about too much or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just chilling, got the drink there, and just, I like this shit.
18 thought that he'd be singing me happy birthday. Ever. Never.
That's the least. I mean, but obviously everybody knows who Stevie is. He was a trial prodigy, 13 years old, and he was doing great things. But to see, Madam VP, what you've been able to do, you've had so many firsts. The first woman attorney general, African American, Asian American descent. You was the DA of San Francisco. You were the first Indian American U.S. senator.
And second black woman ever in the history of the United States Senate elected. Second in the history of the United States Senate.
Have you had an opportunity to sit back and reflect and it's like, wow, but work is not.
Damn, bro, when you think about that, what she just said is crazy. She is literally the second black woman to ever be in the Senate. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's crazy.
That's more where I am. The work is not done. The work is not yet done. There's so much to do. I mean, to your point, being in the Senate, there is a weight of responsibility that I know we all feel, right? When we have been blessed with an experience that allows us to be a role model.
Great.
And to hopefully inspire people and to remind them of what's important or point out the things that need to be addressed. So, for example, as only the second black woman elected to the United States Senate, I took on a real role of leadership around black maternal mortality, which affects black women and affects their spouses, their husbands, their families, their children. And I feel a sense of responsibility and a very strong duty to make sure that I use my voice and in a way that is about lifting up people who have not always been in the room.
Hello, America.
Yes.
So really,
I talked to my doctor about
another thing too. She on this joint addressed stimulus checks. She addressed what would she do actually for black men?
he put his name on those checks.
So therefore, people.
All right.
To a sickness, to an illness. I think it's really important that you try to remember them as they lived and not as they died.
Right.
Because I think that's how they'd want us to remember them, but also to remember their suffering, which hopefully was a fraction of their time on this earth, is to compound the grief in a way that I think it adds to the pain. And what they'd want is that their active memory, that our active memory of them is about when they were vibrant and alive. Right. So
let's get into things that will change what will happen if you were to become president, say in the next 12 to 13 days. Polls suggest that voters trust President Trump, former President Trump, more on the economy. What can you tell the voters, our viewing audience, our listening audience, that if you were to become president, while Madam VP Kamala Harris will be much better on the economy than what President Trump was?
Well, so I'm really glad you brought that up, Shannon. So first of all, let's clear up certain myths.
Okay.
You know those checks that went out?
Yes, those skimmies.
Right. Right.
The stimulus check.
Yeah, I know. Well, right. Yes. Yes.
We got to be for stimulus, but they call them stimmies. Okay.
The reason those came about is because there was a Democratic majority in the House of Representatives and Congress. People like Maxine Waters, people like Hakeem Jeffries, right?
Yes.
Who did the work of pushing to say, people need help right now and we need to send out checks. There was a whole lot of opposition to it, including from Donald Trump's White House.
Yes, even him. I think he was resistant to it at first.
Yes. That's why those checks, remember, Congress holds the purse.
Yes.
So really, Congress wrote those checks. But then Donald Trump, unlike any president before or after, decided he put his name on those checks.
So therefore, people thought.
So people thought Donald Trump gave me that check. And so let's clear that up first and foremost.
Okay.
But let's also.
Bro. Anybody out there right, man, please check that interview out, man, because it was 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? They went on a lot of different topics and shit. A lot about the black culture, the community, everything. Not just like the fact that some of the questions he asked were good questions and shit. And then the fact that she went into details about a lot of things that she haven't been in details with lately or during this race. So that's a good joint to check out. What you think, Tom?
That's a good check out. Yeah. You gotta check. Cause they want to about interviews now. She's doing interviews, and all interviews criticize her for that. And she can sit down with some old regular dude. I don't want to call him, you know, he ain't no jerk. She sit down 2 whole hours about. So,
hell yeah,
she's doing.
Yeah, then she went on in the barbershop joint. Check all those interviews out, though. You know what I'm saying? And find out where you vote. Find out where you got to go to get your vote in. If you're a black man, you have a duty to do. Take care of our sisters, baby. Vote blue up and down the ticket. Find out where the fuck you got to go. Take care of the women of America, bro. Y'all got something to say we get out of here? Godfather?
Yeah, remember this voting season, not just democracy on the line, but women are on the line. And our women's future is hardly at stake at this point. And after their rights are done, we're coming for everybody else's. So get out and vote. Let's protect our women. Like this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I wear my ribbon. Everybody should be. We got to save the women because they are our backbone. They are the ones who keep us afloat when we are down.
And check us out every night this week up until election night. We'll be here every night live until election night, baby. Win, lose, or draw, it's on. We're gonna try to get some magazines on that night. So whoever have to cry, will have to cry live. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Say it again.
Good luck with that.
Gonna be a fun. Are you talking to magazines?
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view.